to leadership and energetics. Okay, so we'll talk about communication. Communication and tone is so important. It is so powerful. Your tone of voice is the thing that truly dictates the experience that people have in your communication. Your tone is dictated and determined by your intention, truly, and your attitude for whatever you're communicating about. When we were younger, our parents would be like, "What's your tone?" And we would be very annoyed, and it wouldn't make sense because we were just expressing ourselves emotionally. There wasn't really much of like that awareness of how important your thoughts are to creating this reality and cause and effect awareness. We were just kids. So tone was like, what? But when you start to grow and understand how reality works, law of assumption, cause and effect, and how the tone really sets the frame. And oh my god, there's so much depth to what that is. So like the narrative and the tone also sets the where the conversation is going. It's kind of like, this is powerful leadership. For you to powerfully lead, you have to be able to set the tone, because that's setting the energy for the conversation, the atmosphere, and the environment. And that's what you do. That's what you do as a leader. That is what you do. You set the tone through your actions. The tone is like in a musical instrument. You have a certain like sound that we call a tone. You set the sound, the tone of the instrument, which is the team, which is the person you're leading, which is the environment, by your actions, because you move first. You have to move first. You have to shift the behavior. You are the one to shift first. And once you shift, people will follow because you are a leader. And it is so, so powerful to be aware of, because when you step into a place of leadership energetics, you are leading with the energy of a leader. You're embodying authority and confidence and certainty and a self-assuredness and all these beautiful things. Because leadership is so magical. Leadership is what changes the world. I love leadership with a passion. I was lucky enough to be surrounded by very strong, powerful leaders growing up. You know, that was my parents, that was the people like around me, their friends, and also my, connections. I've always had a lot of very strong friends and family and just people in my life. They've always like called me to rise and to express my potential. And also, it's always felt natural to me. Who I am in spirit is a natural born leader. Whether that makes sense to you yet, it will. Keep watching, because being a natural born leader, if that's who you are, this channel was made specifically for you, so you're in the right place. But a natural born leader is somebody that this stuff comes to you and it feels natural. It doesn't feel natural to breathe by being anything else but a leader. And that doesn't mean you're telling people what to do. It doesn't mean that you're constantly taking the charge, but it just means that you are who you are, and who you are happens to be a natural born leader. So this happens to be where you thrive, where you feel your happiest, and where you feel like you are on purpose. Leadership is a privilege, it's a blessing, and being able to understand the power of your tone is where everything changes. So I'm gonna search up as I'm speaking to you on Google, what is a tone, so I can get an actual definition, or we can talk about that. What is tone in communication? In communication skills. Okay, so it says here on the Google, the emotional quality of your speech that conveys your attitude and intentions, like I said, which separate from the literal meaning of your words. So it's like the nuance and the undertone, right? So it's not the actual words, but it's how you say. It's not what you do, but how you do what you're doing. And there's another bit here which I want to explore, which is attitude. So what is attitude in communication? This is going to make so much more sense about what a tone is now. Attitude. Okay, so attitude is a learned disposition that shapes how you think and feel about a person. So how you feel and think about a person will be translated in your tone. Therefore, it is expressed through your behavior, tone, and body language, your attitude. So that's basically a learned, so it's a thing that you're choosing to have regarding a person. So that's how you think and feel about a person. Okay, so why is this powerful? Okay, stick with me. Because when you realize the power of your tone to set the environment, to set the energy, to set the mood, the energy, everything. When you understand the power of your words and your tone and to set the energy, right, of people in your environment. The reason this is so powerful is because you will then understand that how you relate to someone is quite literally going to impact the dynamic immensely. And everything leadership is what can you control, what's on your side of the street, what can you do, and what's your responsibility, what is your fault, what can you do. So when you start to take responsibility and accountability and you start to focus on what it is that you can do, and that's when you start to get deep in the communication skills. Like, you start changing your attitude towards the people you're leading. You start to speak things you like about them and appreciate about them. You come and you present yourself with love and appreciation and grace, and you want to build a relationship. You want to build trust. You want to build rapport because you understand the power of these things. And this is the power of attitude and tone and communication. This is a very simple but very powerful video. And like, go back, watch it again, watch it again, watch it again. It's so, so powerful because once you master attitude and tone, like, your communication skills is just on another level. So make sure to apply this. So like, actually be conscious of how you are perceiving people, what you are thinking about people, and the tone at which you're expressing that message of how your attitude is about them through your tone. And that is some powerful, powerful, powerful stuff. Like the video, comment the video if you enjoyed it, and also subscribe. I will see you very soon.